fun. Last week was a partial kickoff. Tonight, everybody got to play. It was the first Friday night that involved teams from Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio.
And back to the highlights right now. Roger Bacon will soon have his day in court against the OHSAA. Tonight, they had the fieldwood ready. First quarter, Tyler Bullock winds up and throws a strike to a wide open Luke Bird. But Bird is caught from behind. That would still lead to a Spartan touchdown. The Blue Devils able to keep pace. Keontae Sanders goes 27 yards for the touchdown. Reading now within a possession. But Bacon is going to show its strength later on in the game with Corey Kiner. 50 yards, 50 happy yards on a touch to the house. Bacon 54, Reading 7. You're fine.
His lower body is smart too because he's telling the camera to shoot the offensive lineman. That's why, because they block really well for him and no one's going to touch him. He's got the kind of breakaway speed that you want on the next level. And he had a pretty decent opener. Hi, Raven. She was excited to get on TV. We talked about Corey Kiner. 6 touchdowns in the season opener. More than 230 yards. That's a pretty good way to start it. Yep. Like this kid, too, Tyler Bullock. He's big. They got some dudes over at Roger Bacon this year. Interesting to see what they can do in St. Bernard. 54-7 is a heck of a way to start the season. If you are reading this, you can see we made a stop at Reading. Ding, ding. Game on with Summit. My guy tonight. You ready? Ready. Reading running back Keontae Sanders. I got 5 on it. 65 yards for 6 points. Twitter is the place to make this our FQ top 3 play of the night. Be like his teammates. You know, congratulate Keontae with a jumping bump, a hug, or an RT and a like. If you think Reading is feeding Sanders too much, his Twitter profile says, you can't cry about having a lot on your plate when your goal was to eat. Oh, you've been creeping. Big night for Reading. Winless to start the season, but a party at Tony Pike's house tonight. Reading wins by 20.
Let's go from Kings to Reading. Blue Devils taking on Deer Park. Yellow took place in some of the blue tonight. It's time to tackle childhood cancer, a fundraising event. Take a look at this throw and catch. Cole Baker of Reading throws it high and deep. When it re-enters the atmosphere, it hits Marcus Fledge in mid-stride. Reading gets the early lead tonight, and they're able to go over there and ring that bell. Deer Park is a program on the rise. Remember what their basketball team did last winter? Eric Conover is a good-looking sophomore. He gets down the field before getting pushed out of bounds, but Reading was the stronger team tonight. Check out the way Keontae Sands is able to stop on a dime, make people miss, makes people miss again, cutting back. He takes it the distance here. Reading wins it 29-14.
Nice win for them.
Follow that. With this, a wild game at Reading, home tonight against undefeated Deer Park. And this is the second offensive snap of the game. Cole Baker, full-blooded. A pass so pretty to Donick Patterson. It could be the best play we shot tonight. Go on Twitter, see the winner in this show. Keontae Sanders knows about that FQ top 3. Keontae, major key. Touchdown Reading up 13-0. I'll be honest, Reading is kicking the pants off Deer Park. But there might be something special at DP this season. Jerry Hurd. You heard? And if you didn't hear me, hear Jerry. All game. All game. Deer Park 43, Reading 39. Cooking up something special at DP. They are still unbeaten.
He called game. He called game. So they call this views from the fence.
Yeah, that's good.
Reading hosting Indian Hill. There's just something about a quarterback named Baker. And this is Cole Baker finding Donick Patterson.
Exact same play as last week.
You know what? It was. Reading, upset-minded. A nice lady told me walking in to check out Indian Hill's quarterback. That's Cole Dean.
Okay, Cole.
And a nice ball to Luke Hammond for 6. We are tied up. Give me a burger. He did. And Walt's our guy. This was almost a top 3. Demetrius Baylor is no joke. Somehow gets out of there, and the dude is packing heat.
I see you 3 stacks.
Says he's 195. He looks 220. Indian Hill wins by 16, now 4-1 on the season.
You know, I wanted tonight to follow up with Madeira. You know, they won at Marymount. Tonight, home against Reading. And Nicholas Groney. Nick. Do it, Nick. Get it.
Do it for the gram.
That's not fair. Tackled inside the 5. Madeira would finish that drive with a touchdown. That made it 49-0 Madeira. And you know what? I'm not sure we need to show much more. We see you, Sam Archer. Madeira rolls Reading 49-0, the final score. Madeira back-to-back weeks.